Good morning, everyone. Today we shall speak about the first verse of Exodus. We shall read it in Hebrew and then translate it to English and see what kind of picture comes out behind the words. ואלה שמות בני ישראל הבאים מצרימה. את יעקב איש וביתו באו. And those are the names of the sons of Israel, which are coming constantly towards Egypt. With Jacob, the man, every one with his household came. Let's speak about the first word of the verse, or the first word of the book of Exodus, ve'ele, and those are. Very important letter is the letter Vav, which opens the book of Exodus. The letter Vav has a double meaning or a double function. The letter Vav can connect, like the word in English and. The Vav is like a hook. Or the letter Vav can separate, distinguish, negate an opposite, like the word but in English. In the word ve'ele and those, we have to pay attention and to see, in this case, what does the Vav do? Does it connect or does it separate and distinguishes? Ve'ele shmot bnei Israel, and those are the names of the sons of Israel. Usually people, when they say the name Israel, they think of a nation state or a political entity, but it's not it. The Bible does not mean any political entity, not a national state. When the Bible writes the name Israel, it means I have had. I shall explain this claim. Israel is composed of 5 letters. We can compose from those 5 letters of Israel the word li rosh, I have had, meaning whenever the Bible wants to say that something has a target, an aim, a direction, he uses the word Israel, li rosh, I have had, meaning the one. So, what does it mean? And those are the names of the son of Israel, which are coming constantly towards Egypt. As we said before, Israel is not a nation state. And Israel refers to the one who has had direction, intention, a thought. So who are the sons of Israel? And what are their names? What does it mean to have a name? So, what are the names of the sons of Israel which are coming constantly towards Egypt, if Egypt is not an ancient kingdom? As we said before, Egypt is a term for this life of confusion, of conflict, of commerce, of interests, of night and day, of cold and warm, of good and bad. And those are the names of the sons of Israel which are coming towards Egypt, meaning, and those are the names. Once a person has a name, he is separated. Let's say all over the world now, babies are being born. The moment of birth, a few days later, they gets a name. A name distinguishes a person from another person. So, people need names because they live in separation. Animals do not have names. They are lions or deers. Well, we used to give them name if we adopt them or relate to them, but in general, animals do not have names. So, and those are the name of the sons of Israel, and those are the separated one who needs to have names, because they are the sons of the one which are coming and being born to this life, towards the direction of this life is Egypt. So they have to have a name. The Bible do not speak only about babies are being born at this moment, only about it. What happens to our thoughts, to our feeling, once we fall from the one, from the head, from I have a head, I'm in charge, I'm the sovereign, we fall into this dimension of duality. So we are falling into Egypt. We are coming into Egypt. And the rest of the verse, Et Yaakov ish uveto ba'u, they came with Jacob the man, each person and his household. And we have to look into this carefully, because this verse gives us two names at one go, Israel and Jacob. We know that when Jacob fought with the angel at the river of Yabok, he got a new name, Israel. But what the Bible wants to say when once it says Israel and once it says Jacob, when the Bible writes the name Israel, it means the one. And when the Bible writes the name Jacob, it means the many, the world of multiplicity. This is why the Bible says, Et Yaakov ish uveto ba'u, meaning with Jacob, the man, with all of the characteristic of a man, of struggles, of weak moments, of happiness, this movement all the time. So this verse gives us a really new glasses about the whole Bible. The name Israel refers to the one. The name Jacob refers to multiplicity and struggle. But if you want to look into this verse in one person dimension, is once we fall from our head, we come to Egypt with all the things that we know. Egypt is the world that we know, so always the direction to Egypt is with the 70. And later on we shall see that 5th verse that the Bible mentioned the 70 people that come with Jacob to Egypt. 70 is what we know, like wine. The word wine in Hebrew has the numeral value of 70. So we go down to Egypt with what we know. The multiplicity we know. What we don't know is the one. So we see already in this verse a lot of movement between the one who always bear children, and those children has to come to this world with names because they are separated from the one, and they will live a life of confusion. This is the first verse of Exodus, and it has so much meaning in it. I hope this conversation was giving you a certain insight about this topic. If you have any questions, remarks, comments, even if you're angry about what has been said in this conversation, please write to us. Thank you for your listening, and Shabbat Shalom.